Our story begins in a place where there was nothing. Presumably, an egg suddenly appeared at some stage. An egg from which Arceus emerged. It was now that it formed the universe with its 1,000 arms. Presumably, this is a feature of its true form, with the Arceus we know being a simpler mortal incarnation, or the arms possibly being something else. Arceus then proceeded to create Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina, who were representative of time, space, and antimatter respectively. Arceus then created knowledge, emotion, and willpower in the form of Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf respectively. Seeing the empty world it had created, Arceus then made Mew, who could birth more life, being the new species Pokemon. However, its children were not immortal like the creation trio, Lake Guardians, and possibly Mew itself. It was with this that Xerneas and Yveltal came into existence, representing life and death, then Zygarde, to bring balance between them. Okay, people who just listened to that theory that I made, that was scripted and whatnot, this is the unscripted part of the video, where I'm going to talk about possible implications of the theory, which I'm going to do after every theory video I make, if it's that dreadfully short. Right, without just continually stalling, let's actually get into this, shall we? Right, so first things first, this sort of implies that the form of Arceus that we currently see in the game isn't its true form or actual form, which means in the Sinnoh remakes, which will presumably come out sometime after Sun and Moon, I mean, we didn't think we'd get a Hoenn until, Hoenn confirmed. God, I hate myself. Yeah, but in the Sinnoh remakes, we could easily get something similar to a primal reversion for Arceus. Or maybe a Mega, at the very least, which would be pretty cool. Though a primal reversion seems much more likely, or possibly a new thing entirely. I don't want them to make more primal reversions. I think that should stay Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire's thing, rather than giving them to Dialga and Palkia and Giratina and everyone. You get a primal reversion, you get a primal reversion, everyone gets to steal gimmicks from the previous game. Yeah. Anyway, so there were some weak points in this theory, with the Lake Guardian trio, and the X and Y trio. I don't know what the official name for that is. I will Google that after I'm finished recording. Yeah, but I want to know what you guys, if any of you actually are listening to this, what you actually think of the theory, because I spent all of 10 minutes on it, and I'm proud of it, even though I basically ripped off everyone else that's ever made a Pokemon theory. But, no, seriously, I want to know if there's anything I got wrong, if there's anything that I got right, if there's anything you think you agree with, because I see a lot of people saying, oh yeah, Mew's the first Pokemon, so must have given birth to Arceus. Which is kind of funny to think of, Mew gave birth to the thing that made a universe, but I think this ties it all better together a bit better than that. And yeah, it's not very fleshed out. This unscripted bit at the end is already about twice as long as the theory was, so anyway, let me know what you guys thought. Maybe if you thought I got something wrong, if you thought I got something right, I'd like to hear about it, So I guess that's it for now.